Hey, Tom Carpenter here from the top secret CWNP studios, and I want to talk to you very briefly about smart antennas. I saw something in the news this past week about the fact that smart antenna growth is going to be at a compound annual growth rate of around 14% going through 2026, which is pretty good growth rate, and it's really just focused on the antennas, not the device necessarily that uses them. So I thought this phrase smart antenna gets thrown around a lot, and it's very common in the industry. The most elite engineers call them smart antennas, and people who are just trying to understand the technology call them smart antennas. But I always like to remind people that smart antennas, as they're called, aren't really smart. The antenna itself is an unintelligent entity, whether that be computationally intelligent or any other kind of intelligence. So it's just metal of some sort. It is an antenna, okay? It's not intelligent. There's no processing capability in the antenna itself. Now, you might try to say, well, this box that I'm holding is an antenna and it has a CPU, etc., and so forth. Yeah, but ultimately the antenna is the radiating element, the receiving element. It's not the intelligence. It's not the CPU. It's not the processor. So what smart antennas are things that are based on, here comes my favorite word lately, it seems, algorithms. When you study smart antennas, you'll learn that there are many different algorithms by which they can be utilized. What's this tell you? If there's an algorithm using the antenna or processing the input from the antenna, then there must be a processor. The antenna doesn't have a processor, therefore it's the processor behind the antenna that's actually smart. So when you hear about smart antennas, just keep in mind the antenna is just an antenna, but there's intelligence behind the antennas. And that doesn't matter if it's a flexible fabric antenna or a liquid metal antenna or a more traditional printed circuit board antenna, a wire-based antenna, or any other kind of antenna. The antenna is something that lets the electromagnetic waves escape and that picks up the electromagnetic waves out of the air. And so it is not itself smart. It just does what happens by the automatic laws of physics. If you want to learn more about smart antennas or just antennas in general, of course, you can attend the CWNA course, the CWSA course at Wi-Fi Trek in September. I look forward to seeing you there, and I hope that helps you get a little better understanding of the concept of smart antennas.